what you need, yeah. Man, I got it, wow.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Box Seats. This is the show we talk about sports with comedians. And let's get ready to get this show started. My man Howie Bell in the building. Howie, how you doing, sir?
What up, Frank? How you doing, good brother?
I'm doing better than I was yesterday, man. Yesterday I had a nice setup. I had a new podcast spot, and I think I was doing something, and the internet sucked.
Can't do nothing without that internet. Intranet.
Yeah, the internet absolutely sucked. But I'm back to where I was doing that. Okay, I don't see Jay. I think Jay's coming and everything else. But while we wait for Jay, man, I don't know how there's a lot that was jumped off in the last couple of days, man.
Yeah.
There's so much jumped off. So we got to figure that out. Okay, Jay's back. Filmmaker Jason Hayes has joined the show. Jay, how you doing, sir?
Hey, what up, Frank? I couldn't hear you guys at first, so I had to log out and come back.
Yeah, see, I don't understand. At first I was thinking it was, it was the server. Then I was thinking maybe it's me. Yesterday was me. I think when you can't hear, I think it's the server on their end. So But anyway, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to cover. There's some stuff that a little bit old. There's some stuff a little, that's very new. I think we should cover. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start as if we didn't do the thing yesterday and just do what we do. You know what I mean? Let's just get it started because there's a lot of stuff jumped off. But first things first, there's a lot of stuff that jumped off in the NBA. I want to do a quick NBA recap from last night, Howie Bell. We got to talk about some of these games that jumped off. First thing I want to talk about is I watched Denver Nuggets last night, tackle the Houston Rockets. Howie, I literally thought the game was going to be a nice game. I thought I was going to sit and see a battle. I thought I was going to see all kinds of things. As the game wore on, Denver looked like a whole new team, man. Denver looked like looked like it's going to be Denver and San Antonio. And to me, it looked like it could easily be Denver and San Antonio in the Western Conference Finals. What's your take on how Denver demolished Houston last night, Howie Bell?
Joker is not joking, huh?
Yeah, he's not.
He is not joking, bro. I like it, man. I caught a little bit of it. I think the most surprising thing to me is how bad Houston is starting to look.
Right.
I thought that they would be the ones, you know what I'm saying, that we would be talking about at this time of the season, as the ones that are emerging, should I say. But it's Denver, man. Golly, woo. I mean, you got to remember them boys won before, and that wasn't that long ago. So, they're still there. You know what I mean? So we can't count them boys out. So they playing good, they looking good, and hey man, listen, bro, the West is so unpredictably tight, that you just don't really know how this is gonna pan out, man. We'll know in the coming weeks though.
Yeah, I think so too. Surprising to you, Jay, like the way it shaped out, or not surprising at all. What's your take on that game last night?
I mean, it's surprising, but not, because I've seen both teams play, and Denver's two best positions, the 1 and the 5, being Murray and Jokic, are Houston's two worst positions. So there's a matchup issue already that Houston has coming in, because they don't have a legit point guard right now, because Van Vliet is still out, recovering, from the knee injury, so they don't have a true point guard playing. And they got what's the African kid name? That's playing center for them.
In place of Steven Adams, he's not playing either. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah, Adams is out, but then you got the African dude playing. Man, he like 37 years old, man. He was never a scorer. So it's one of these things where I think styles make fights with that. But the most telling thing is that KD should have been going off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if we talking about vintage KD, he would have punished everything that Denver had, on their end, making Jokic and Murray have to make up for it. But then again, I mean, it just could have been just one of those nights.
It could have been, but Jay, I will say this. They didn't call KD's number a lot either. I don't know if you noticed when you was watching the game, they literally, when he got the ball, it was, I think they called his play. To make sure he scored, but they surprisingly didn't call his play a lot of times in the first half. You know what I mean? And
they were double teaming him a lot too.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
But
he gets doubles and triples a lot.
Yeah, he does. But still, they didn't call his play either. You know what I mean? They didn't call the play for him. But I'm talking about him. Okay, when they bring the ball up the court, the play. This is the play for
right.
They didn't do that. They were calling the play a lot for that forward kid. A lot of times. You know what I mean? It was like
I know you're talking about.
He's looked like he was their number one option.
Who is Sengun?
Yeah, Sengun looked like he was their number one option.
He ain't the number one option. He just shoot a goddamn lot. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, he ain't the person who's acknowledging who the real legitimate scorer is on that team.
So you think he's breaking the course when they're calling a number? You think that they're swinging the ball and he's shooting before they even get the KD the ball? That's what you're saying?
To me, Sengun is taking more shots than he should be taking.
Sound like a Kevin McHale situation, because Kevin McHale used to do that an awful lot. But he did that so much. Anyway, while we still talking about this game, man, comedian Damian Jones in the building. D Jones, how you doing, sir?
Happy Thursday, fellas.
Happy Thursday.
D Jones.
So D Jones, man, we talking about that Houston debacle last night against Denver, man. What's your take?
Well, and Jay say this all the time. Styles make fights. It seems like it's a lot of parity right now in the NBA, because any night somebody can look good, somebody can look bad, anything can happen. I don't think it's just that Denver is better. Denver is who they've been the whole season. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if you I don't know if we talking about this, but hell, Kawhi put up 45 against Minnesota the other day.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So on any night, somebody can. Did you hear what Ant Elbert said about Kawhi? Like, man, he might be one of the best ever. When he
might be.
Yeah, like
he might.
So it's just that night, because KD one of the best ever. He's in my top 15. So
no question.
It's just it could be your night. It might not be your night. And last night it was Denver's night.
I agree with that. And
it seems like Houston took the night off last night, though, man, because I'm looking at the stat line. KD was 5 of 8.
Yeah.
He took 8 shots and he made 5 of them.
That ain't like
okay.
KD.
Jabari Smith was 5 for 10. He took 10 shots. You know what I'm saying? And then, you look, Sengun, he was 5 of 8. Amin Thompson, was the leading scorer with 16. He was 8 of 14. Nobody took more than 14 shots. So it seems like they either took the night off. It seems like that was a weird game.
It definitely was an anomaly. I watched it. It was an anomaly to me. I was like, this ain't seem like the Houston games that I used to see. But
8 shots by Kevin Durant, that's crazy.
Yeah, but listen, Howie Bell, the moon was out last night because the Clippers defeated the Timberwolves 153 to 128. I watched that game too. Now, normally when you score 128 points, you win that game. You know what I mean? Normally. And like D Jones was just saying, Kawhi was the monster last night too, man. He was a monster. What's your take on that, Howie Bell? How you looking at this Kawhi letter? Kawhi has the Clippers playing ball, but I gotta say, no one's talking about Darius Garland addition to the team and the other addition of that. Oh, White Chalk got to get in here too, because the other kid they got from Indiana Pacers, those two guys are the reasons why, some of the main reasons why, because I watched the game.
Is it Nembhard?
Nembhard. No, not Nembhard. The other guy who came from Indiana Pacers.
Dark-skinned cat.
Yeah.
Come to me in a minute.
Yeah. They are opening up a lot of things because they're scoring and they're commanding a double team here and there. They're Howie Bell, they're making it able for Kawhi to not get a double team and to the rack, Howie. You know what I mean? The Clippers are that surprising team to me. What's your take, Howie?
They are. But they look, let me tell you something. When not KD, but when Kawhi Leonard plays like this, they are almost unstoppable. Now, I'll give it to the other guys too, as additions, probably what he needed. But Kawhi, man, when he don't quit and just be like, I'm not playing this year, they're incredible. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he just takes time off. I think that was my whole knock on him. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I think he just one of them dudes. It's like when he don't feel like playing, he don't play. You know, he like one of them little kids with his, real quiet, take the ball and go home and don't come back. You know what I'm saying? For a while. And when he come back, he ready to play. I mean, he's just that guy. He's just that guy. So, but I'm going to tell you once again, I'm going to reiterate how the West is wild now. No pun intended, wild, wild West. Look at the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at the Lakers. They don't look bad at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been beating people too. And so you have to look. That West is crazy, man. I don't know what's going to happen. You got the Clippers, you got the Lakers, you got Houston, look like they're on the downside. But then, you got OKC, you got the Spurs, you got Denver. Yeah, it's a lot going on out West, man. You know what I'm saying? That playoffs are going to be very exciting. Looking forward to it.
We're gonna talk about that in a sec too. So D Jones, do you think it's just the fact that James Harden's not playing for the Clippers anymore, bro? You think that's what it is?
Well, it's 2 for 1. You got Garland can ball,
Mm-hmm.
and the cat they got from Indiana can ball as well. And then Kawhi playing lights out. You know what I'm saying? Like when Kawhi on his A game, he top 5 in the league when he wants to be, but that's when he want to be that. So, I can see them balling. I don't see them going nowhere. Maybe out the first round, depending on who they play. Playoffs gonna be fun. I wish the playoffs started tomorrow because we still number 1 in the East. So which I wish it started tomorrow, but man.
All right. So Jay, let me just throw this out there. Are the Clippers better without James Harden since the trade? Jay?
I mean, they're definitely playing better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got younger and they got better defensively, by swapping him for Garland. Mm-hmm. So maybe, man, or maybe it could be that Kawhi is just finally healthy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because Kawhi, he's been dinged all year, in and out, in and out, in and out, typical year like, that Kawhi has. But so many people that I've seen, former teammates of Kawhi, say this. They say he's hurt all the time because he practices so hard. Like he works out at 1,000% every day to the point that, at some point during the season, he hurts himself because he doesn't know how to just go half at it. You know what I mean? But I mean, the Clippers look good, man. I mean, like I was saying, man, the West is crazy. Like any one of 8 teams could win the West.
Yeah,
that's not true. That's not true.
No, that's true.
I think so.
Because one of those teams, how we mentioned, they look better without a certain somebody. I'm not gonna say no names.
Who you looking to, D Jones?
I know what he's talking about.
I don't. I have no clue.
He's talking about the Lakers.
Mm-hmm. That's what he's talking about. That's
what they look better. Now they can win without a certain somebody.
No, they can't. No, they can't. Because they ain't got enough. They ain't got enough defense. Or like I mean, so what happens when teams come in with the scouting report on you, and they queuing in on Austin Reeves, they queuing in on Luka. They know he want to shoot because that's what they did to Kobe back in the day. They knew Kobe was a shoot first, shoot second, shoot third kind of person.
Yeah.
So they would just guard him hard, throw bodies at him, and make him take tough shots, knowing that he gonna take the shot anyway to get low percentage shot attempts. When you take that brain out of there, LeBron James, who already know all their plays and telling dudes where to go and where they gotta be, dissecting teams and stuff, he makes people's lives so much easier, bro. I don't care what nobody say, man. That's crazy to say that. Because now you ain't gonna have no power puffs on your schedule to get fat off of. You gotta beat a good team 4 times. They don't play well enough as a unit for that.
But they play better without him, is all I'm saying. They play better.
They played better recently without him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? To add to that, no freaking on Swift, but LeBron has been actually having a good year, bro. This has been a good year.
He's had a great year.
Yeah, he's been balling, dog, this year. But I see what D. Jones talking about. The Lakers will win without him, too. And so, that's one of them things. Like, Lakers just one of those teams, they kind of getting it together. They're going to be a problem in the playoffs, man. I'm telling you. I think so.
I want to talk about the playoffs in a sec.
They won't be.
Let's talk
no
about
defense.
Let's talk about the playoffs right now, then, since y'all want to jump the ship and get ahead of me. So let's do this. We talk about the playoffs right now. We're talking about the playoff situation. Let's stay in the West. the way people have been balling like right now, recently in the West, you definitely got the Clippers the way they playing. You definitely got Minnesota. They looking good. Denver looking good. San Antonio looking good. OKC looking good. The Lakers are playing, a special kind of way. You got 6 to 7 teams who literally could at least make a run at the Western Conference Finals. I'm not saying they could all be in the Western Conference Finals, but you definitely got at least 6 to 7 teams who can make a run at the Western Conference Finals. Howie Bell, you got to give me your 1 and 2 who you think is going to be in the Western Conference Finals.
Ah, man, I hate to sound and just use the low-hanging fruit, but the low-hanging fruit in this situation is the sweetest, and that is Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Did I say his middle name right?
Yep.
Jesus Christ, him in Oklahoma. I don't know what the hell is going. They are incredible. And then you got Wimbenyama, my boy Wimpy. And the Spurs, they look unbeatable. So, and that's just 2 of the teams, man. And we ain't even got to Denver and all that we talking about. Man, the West is crazy. But I got to go with OKC and Denver. I'm sorry, OKC and the Spurs as my 2 teams that I think gonna come out. But it's so tight, you know what I'm saying? That any one of them could get upset, to be honest.
You know what? Let me just say this for the record: OKC and San Antonio would be normally my pick, but OKC has an Achilles heel. That's San Antonio Spurs. You know what I mean? And of course, let's not forget the Denver Nuggets are the San Antonio Spurs. Are the Achilles heel to the San Antonio Spurs. I mean, so everybody got an Achilles heel out there. So it'd be interesting to see who's going to be in the Western Conference Finals. Give me your 1 and 2, D Jones.
Oh, I'm going with Howie said. It's got to be the reigning MVP and the defending champs versus the human cheat code.
For real.
the praying mantis. Because, man, without Victor, they good, man. They play great defense. They shoot the ball. And then you add him, it's not fair. So I got them 2. I don't know who's going to win in the 7-game series, but I got them 2.
Okay, I do. I think it would be OKC. I do. I do. I mean, I think it'll be San Antonio. I think San Antonio will beat that. San Antonio, out of 4 games, Jay, San Antonio has already showed they could beat OKC 3 out of 4 times. And they beat them well 3 out of 4 times. You know what I mean? But Jay,
right.
Jay, let me just say this. Everybody out there in the West got an Achilles heel. Everybody out there. So you could pick OKC, but San Antonio's a problem for them. You could put San Antonio, but Denver's a problem for them. You could put Minnesota, and both the first 2 teams are a problem for them. You could pick Denver. I mean, you can go down the list and pick everybody else. So it's really interesting in the West. Who you 1 and 2 in the West?
You got to go OKC and you got to go San Antonio. Those are no-brainers. But for me, the 3rd team got to be the team that's been there before, with their core intact, and that's Denver.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're getting healthy at the right time. They got the right everything, working for them right now. Now, to go back, to the original point, talking about the Lakers, why I don't think they're going to do anything in the playoffs because they can't guard, because they're going to face a really good team in the playoffs. And so I went back to look at the last 20 games. The last 20 games. Now they've done a lot of winning, right? But who did they beat? They beat the Kings. They beat the Warriors. They lost to the Suns, lost to the Magic, lost to the Celtics, beat the Clippers, beat the Mavericks, lost to the Spurs, lost to the Thunder, beat the Warriors again, beat Philadelphia, beat the Nets, who doesn't, lost to the Knicks, beat the Washington Wizards, lost to Cleveland.
It sounds like you have a narrative. Beat
the Bulls, beat the Mavericks, lost to the Clippers, beat the Nuggets, the only really good win they have, and they beat the Raptors.
Yep, and
that the teams that they're beating ain't doing nothing.
Yep, that narrative.
You know what I'm saying?
They're not beating teams above 500. That's
and every good team they played, with the exception of Denver and the Clippers once, and the Clippers are 1 game over 500 right now. They lost.
Yep, that's the narrative. That's the narrative he's getting to. I don't know if you all are paying attention to it, because I've heard that a couple of times myself. The Lakers are having a hard time defeating teams above 500.
But even with that, Frank and Jay, when the playoffs come, we all know it's a new season. And I'm gonna tell you something with LeBron James. And listen, I am not a LeBron fan or a Lakers, to be honest. I'm just saying that they have a hell of a puncher's chance to make some kind of noise. If not, push a team 6 games.
They can't guard.
They can.
How they can't guard. They can't guard at all.
they
can't guard at all.
They ain't getting out the first round. But that's what something to talk about.
I didn't say they were gonna get out the first round. I said that they would push one of them teams to 6 games.
Okay.
They gonna have a shot because they got two
I
great
didn't say they were
players.
gonna get out the first round. I just think
They got
got a
two
chance.
great players. So
They're
you're right.
gonna look good. They're not gonna look horrible. They're not gonna get swept.
You
Okay.
can't.
I mean, they got two potentially all-time great players. There's one that's all-time great for sure. Now, I don't know what Austin Reeves is going to be long-term, but I know what Ayton is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know, what the rest of those dudes are. So they ain't scaring nobody going into the playoffs. I'm telling you right now, because they can't guard nobody. And it ain't going to be no Brooklyn Nets on their schedule. They got to beat Houston. They got to beat Wemby. They got to beat Joker. And they got to beat somebody else in the West that's loaded, and they got to do it 4 times. And I don't see it happen.
Let me speak up for the King, okay? I never count the King out. As a LeBron fan, I'm saying you can't count the King out.
The King?
You can't count the King out, man. But he ain't got
Jay. How dare you?
The King ain't got no men, D. Jones.
Yeah.
He ain't got no soldiers.
He ain't got never Humpty Dumpties.
So, let's circle back to the East now, because the Knicks just snapped the 2-game skid. The Detroit Pistons look like they about to turn things around because it looks, we'll see. The Celtics just literally had a crazy win. I mean, a crazy loss the other night against San Antonio. You know what I mean? Let's not also forget Cleveland. Cleveland did they literally was doing a little surging until a couple of things happened. But Cleveland is up there. So you got a little bit of noise in the East, Howie Bell. How the East look like to you, Howie Bell? Because the East look like they might got a couple of players up there, a couple of teams up there knocking some bells too. You know what I mean? Like the East ain't such a sleptwalk as everybody was thinking either.
Nah, it's not. And but it ain't the West though. You know what I'm saying? It's like the West little cousin. You know what I'm saying? But
Real
right now,
cousin.
it's not the West at all. You know what I'm saying? So, but I will say this: it's kind of like who's D. Jones saying every team got their Achilles heel.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in the East.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing in the East. Detroit got Nick's number. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland may have Boston's number. I mean, it's. You don't know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But now Boston is emerging. Cleveland is kind of emerging. They lost with it, but they still look good. They can put up points now. You know what I'm saying? They can go with it. And so that once again, you get into the playoffs in a 7-game series. You know what I'm saying? You got Boston playing, a smaller team that might make it in like who's like the 7th on the bubble right now in the East. Who am I trying to think
Charlotte.
of?
Philadelphia, Atlanta,
Philly and
Charlotte.
Philly has dropped precipitously, as they say. Philly's lost so many games that they should have won. You're sitting there saying, why are they so far down? And the answer is pretty simple with Philly, because Joel Embiid didn't play a lot of games that he should have played either. You know what I mean? We're back with Philly.
And see, here you go with that. If Joel Embiid stays healthy and they can make a playoff run.
It could be dangerous.
Yeah, they could be very dangerous. So, I mean, like, they could literally pop somebody. So, the East is weird, too, when it comes to that. You never know what's going to really, really happen, you know what I'm saying, the way these teams have been playing. And like you said, you were saying before, Detroit, man, we worry about Detroit, man. That 4-game losing streak was over so quick before we could sneeze. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and they look good. Come on, man. Like, listen, we just never know, though, because anybody can lose and anybody can win. That's what I love right now about this time of the
year.
year.
Yeah, but you ain't give me your 2 teams. I need my 2 teams.
So, 2 teams coming out of the East for me. I'm going to be honest, bro. I'm looking at the Boston Celtics and the Detroit Pistons.
Okay, so that's his 2 teams. D. Jones, give me your 2 teams and tell me what the East look like to you with their East playoff picture.
Well, let me say this first. You talking about Philly. I'm so mad that Tyrese Maxey and Embiid not playing against the Pistons tonight. Oh, man.
I know you tore up.
I'm going to cry. But those top 4 teams, man, the Pistons, the Celtics, the Cavs, and the Knicks, man, it's going to be a dog fight between them 4. I think I like Atlanta, actually. I think Atlanta has a good team. I think Charlotte can make somebody scared, but they're not going to really do much.
Atlanta's pretending, man, because Kristaps Porzingis might not play the rest of the season. So that's
but without him, they still were. Them
It is still
boys,
good.
Yeah, them young boys be balling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, since Boston got Tatum back and he playing pretty good, and you got Jalen Brown. You can bring back Bobby Brown or Chris Brown. Pistons in 6. You hear me? Pistons in 6.
And Doodoo Brown. I don't care.
Y'all got to get there, though. That's the whole point. Y'all got to get
there. We there.
Okay.
We there.
Doodoo Brown. Okay. Bobby Brown. All right. Jay, how you looking at the NBA playoff picture in the East, and who your two teams in the Eastern Conference Final? Because you know what the East is looking like right now. And you know, somebody said it already, Joel Embiid come back because he's supposed to come back. The Sixers could throw, a monkey wrench in a couple of people's playoff plans too. So how you looking at the East?
Pistons for sure, man. I mean, they've been the best team in the East all season long, and those things tend to hold true when playoff time comes, unless they have injuries.
Or unless it's last year with Cleveland, because Cleveland, they didn't even make it out of the second round of the playoffs.
Because Cleveland had that rash of injuries once they got there.
Yep.
They only had Donovan Mitchell, and then he broke his back carrying the rest of them sorry gowns. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Pistons for sure. And I'm gonna say Knicks are probably the second best team because I don't think Boston can beat the Knicks in the series. I think the Knicks are a bad matchup for Boston, just like last year. Yeah. And then, to me, Detroit #1 clear. I'm gonna go Knicks 2, and then 3. I guess I slide Boston there because I don't think that Cleveland, would beat Boston in the series.
All right, so now he made his prediction. My prediction is simple. It's gonna be Boston and Detroit. I think it's gonna be Boston and Detroit. That's gonna get in the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm not concerned about the Knicks because I think the Knicks are having so many issues right now. I think they're going to implode by the time it gets down to the playoffs because they're having a lot of problems. Cream rises to the top.
Listen, last year Frank wasn't concerned about the Knicks either, was he?
Yeah, I wasn't. But
they got diddled.
But that was last year. We don't count last year.
They got diddled.
Yeah, but we don't count last year. But you know what we could do, Jay? We could have put a jersey on it. You know what I mean? We could put a jersey on it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, Howie Bell.
If they play the Heat, we can talk about
it. Let's go to this situation where everybody's talking about, man. This Bam Adebayo scored 83 points the other night. Howie, I said this to my homies a couple of days
ago. You got a typo right there.
Because he meant to say Kobe Bryant, but it's okay.
Yeah, let me put.
No, he scored 83.
Yeah,
he said 83.
Yeah, let me put this real fast and make sure. Thank you for that.
83.
You don't want no Kobe fans to come on here and lose.
Yeah, they will. They could. Right. They will. All right, but here's the issue, man.
There's some sensitive people, bro.
A lot of people are upset that Bam Adebayo scored 83 points, and a lot of people are not giving Bam Adebayo his just due because he did so many free throws. You saw it by now. We all saw the highlights. By now, we all heard both sides. Howie, are you of the thing of saying, you know what, Miami should have stopped him at 81 to at least tie? Are you of the one say, hey, go break the record, do what you do? Or are you of the ilk of saying, you know what, you shouldn't even score 81? We know you could have scored it, but respect Kobe. Where you at on this fence, Howie Bell?
You know what, man? Man, this new generation, bro.
They so moist, bro.
This is this is one of them. This is like a participation trophy in Little League. You know what I'm saying? When I saw the highlights, him throwing the ball off the backboard hard, trying to get in the fouls, it was fugazi. It was fake. It was you know what I'm saying? It just wasn't right. The game that Kobe Bryant played, he actually had to score those points. I think they were trying to win that game, to be honest.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't nothing set up for him. And when we go keep fouling, get you free throws. So I see why people are a little perturbed about the way he did it. You know what I'm saying? But he did do it. So he did it. But it's like, it's got a baby asterisk by it because of the fashion by which he did it was so weak. You know what I'm saying? It was so contrived that I hate that because I like Bam as a player too. And I feel like he getting a bad rap, but kind of deservingly so a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on. You know, we Easter egg hunting, you showing your kid where all the eggs is at. Come on, this over here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I got
A
some
baby,
mixed emotions about it. Probably
how,
because go ahead.
how he built a baby asterisk though, for real, bro.
A baby
No,
asterisk.
no,
Not a real asterisk, a baby
A
asterisk.
baby one. Yeah.
no.
You know, the little one. You know what I'm saying?
Little
Just so
one.
people can remember, you know what I'm saying, that it was kind of, it was weak, man. That's some new generational style. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way he did it. And,
Okay. All
hey.
right. So D Jones, like I said, you got three sides of this. Bam scored. He go for it. Bam respect Kobe. Tied 81. Or Bam get a little bit low and just let everybody know in the future that you could have broke the record. Where you at with this? Bam Adebayo scoring 83 points to break Kobe Bryant's record.
Yeah. He doesn't deserve an asterisk because he didn't break a record.
Right.
The
record is 100.
You're right. He didn't break a record. He broke Kobe Bryant's highest total scoring. He's number 2 now. So he didn't break a record. Now, I remember when I think Donovan Mitchell hit 70, Devin Booker hit 70, Luka hit 70, Dame hit 70, Jordan hit 69. It was all in the flow of the game. And them cats was unstoppable. Like you couldn't stop them from scoring at all. Klay Thompson had games where he just couldn't miss. Those games I respect. When LeBron destroyed the Pistons and put up like 25 straight points, it's like, bro, somebody stop this man. This wasn't that. Now in the first half, yes. If I was a betting man, I had betted that night that he wouldn't get above 25 points. So in the first quarter, I looked at my phone, was like, that's odd. This man shot 23 three-pointers. When the last time Bam Adebayo had 23 three-pointers in a month?
Right.
It was a little bit that last quarter was like, hey, let's foul them and stop the clock. Y'all already up 30 with 7 minutes left. So they did this on purpose.
Yeah, like, that was the part that I didn't like.
That when it got to that part and it was just, and it seemed like Washington was fouling him too. Like, you know what? We suck. Go and get this record.
Yeah, that's the part that made me go crazy, D. Jones. It seemed like Washington was trying to help him get the record. The other team was trying to help him get the record.
Hey, Washington was playing like the Washington Generals.
Yeah,
in real life.
And this is the crazy part. They beat the Pistons.
Ain't that crazy? That's the parody in the NBA. Somebody was talking about.
Yeah. So I mean, kudos to him, bro. You in the record books. You number 2. Nobody can take that away from you. To Ant Edwards go out there and feel like, man, I'm about to shoot 53s tonight, and that's what's gonna happen. But or
at least get to the foul line.
I think it'd been dope had he stopped to acknowledge Kobe, because Kobe's an NBA legend. I think it'd have been dope to either tie and then like miss a free throw on purpose to let everybody know, hey.
Yeah. That's what
I think that'd have been dope. But then again, are you not gonna do this?
Yeah.
So,
there's so many sides to this, Jay. Jay, where you fall out on this?
Ain't no sides to this. It's bitch assness and it's like real stuff.
Yeah, that's 2 sides.
You know what I mean? That ain't 2 sides. We don't acknowledge bitch assness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't put bitch assness on par with real stuff. You know what I mean? We don't do that. And today, I'm happy to go last today because you gave me a chance to look at some stuff. I look at their complaints, right? Do y'all realize that Kobe Bryant put up 81 points against a 14-win Toronto team? You realize the Lakers won that game by 18 points? You realize that Miami only beat the other team by 21 points? So the game was out of hand for Kobe too. When it kept shooting, here's the thing. Kobe shot 46 shots. He was 28 of 46, and he took 20 free throws. made 18 of them, right? So now we go to Bam. Bam took 43 shots. He made 20 of them. And he took 22 free throws. Two more free throws than Kobe.
No, 40.
No, I'm sorry. 22 3-pointers. And he took 43 free throws. I take that back. But he's a post player. And you know what it's like when you go and do in the post that you absolutely can't guard. He's shaking you and he's by you and he's going up to like lay up a dunk on you every time. What do, Howie?
You foul.
You foul the hell out of it. That's why he shot 43 free throws, because they had nobody who could guard that man in the paint. It was his night that night. So you want him to be a lesser player, to not be his full self, to go get everything that he can be for somebody else's feelings. This is what this country is right now. Protect people's feelings. Kobe ain't got no feelings, bro. He up out of here. And Kobe would have been the first person to tell you he should have scored 93. You know what I'm saying? So why y'all out here crying, misrepresenting that man? Come on, man, stop this.
Now, what I want to say, I'm going to say it real quick. I don't think that's the issue. I think if you score 83 points or whatever you score, you score. I think when they start to contrive it and do things to make him get more touches to do it is the part I had a problem with. And I think that's what most people got a problem with. It wasn't authentic.
But Howie, Kobe scored 81 in a blowout game too.
But it wasn't. But Kobe's 81 was authentic.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was a blowout game. It was the same. It was the same situation.
Yeah,
it wasn't the same situation, bro.
It was not.
Terrible game.
Howie. Kobe was doing the same thing.
It wasn't the same. They wasn't missing on purpose.
I remember that game, bro.
Nobody else shot the ball.
I remember the game too.
Nobody shot the ball but Kobe.
He took 46 shots. He took 3 more shots than Bam.
Kobe at that time, too, you gotta remember, was the better player on that team. So let's start right there. He was the number one player on the team at that time.
Who the best player that he got?
Arguably is Bam now. But what I'm saying is, the way people weren't hitting the ball off the goddamn backboard so Kobe could get the rebound and get points. That is not what happened in that game. So you can't sit here and say that same thing happened. It did not happen like that. I remember the game. You know what I'm saying? So I think that game was it may have been some time where he got to the line, he was making the crowd start going crazy because the points start getting up there. So some things happened, but I'll tell you this, it wasn't nowhere near as contrived as what Bam did. That was a contrived. His last 15, 20 points was given to him.
I got the stats right here. Kobe took 46 shots. The next person who took the highest amount of shots was Smush Parker. He took 11.
Yes,
Lamar Odom took 7 shots.
Parker was horrible.
Chris Mims took 8 shots. Kwame Brown took 5 shots.
But none of them guys on that team was sweet that year. I remember that team wasn't shit but Kobe.
Yeah, but listen.
Don't matter.
This what happened. This what happened. Kobe scored 60 in 3 quarters against Dallas, and they set him down. I think there was like, you know what, Kobe, just do what you want to do. And he took all the shots he could take.
I don't remember it because I hated the Lakers so much. I didn't even want to watch it. I didn't want to watch every shot because that's what he was doing at that time. If y'all remember the Lakers was a horrible team.
And Kobe used to shoot all the time anyway. That was his game. It wasn't like, he was a shooter like that.
Yeah.
And the Lakers were not good that year either.
Huh?
And the Lakers were not good that year either.
No, they wasn't that good that year. And I remember, but Kobe was the whole team. So what I'm saying is, I'm not surprised he was taking those shots and getting those free throws and all that. Bam's situation was more contrived. They were like, yes, let's do this to make sure he gets the ball. It wasn't doing that in that game with Kobe is what I'm saying. Two totally different situations, bro.
We going on way too long about this. Let's move on. Howie, you got the
Pistons and 6.
You got the floor, Howie. This next
thing. We want to talk about Boston, man. Come on, let's go. He tired talking about other team. He want to talk about Tatum now.
And actually, I can show you my next story up right now. Let me pull it up. Bam, there it is. See that? That's what I'm getting ready to talk about. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. I want to talk about this Dak Prescott calling off the wedding because it's been trending ridiculously for the last 3. Actually, it's been trending since Friday. Now, for those of you sitting at home, you don't realize it. Dak Prescott, I read 2 different reports. One report I read that Dak Prescott was supposed to get married this Saturday. Then I read he was supposed to get married 3 Saturdays from now. But either way, his fiance did not sign the prenup that's going on. Dak Prescott has made in his lifetime over $400 million. That's a big deal. They're supposed to be getting married in Italy. And Dak Prescott supposedly the week of the wedding, or 3 weeks out, whatever how you want to look at the time frame. He called off the wedding because they were going back and forth. Up until 2 days ago, his fiance came out and said, no, that's not the reason why the wedding got called off. She's disputing all that right now. Howie Bell, how are you feeling? And what's your thoughts about this Dak Prescott call off the wedding, bro?
Hey, Dak Prescott. Yeah, that was the best win the Dallas Cowboys ever had in history. Yeah, thank you, Dak Prescott.
Win of his career.
Man, oh man, I'm so happy for you, bro. You didn't do no light skin stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
You was really you thought about it. It's like, you know what? I'm not doing it, man. Thank Dak Prescott. You smart man. Smart man. You should have left a couple weeks ago. Let me tell you something, man. That man should never get married. Period. You worth $400 million, bro. No woman you get with is gonna love you for you, bro. No, not one, bro. Not one. You could go back to elementary school and she'll try to fake like she do. Dog, you don't. Not one. All you can do is have fun, man, and just date. Get you somebody companion. I would never marry if I was you. Good job, Dak Prescott.
D. Jones. Dak Prescott met his fiance in 2023. It's now 2026. No, 2022. He has 2 big kids with this woman. This woman did not sign the prenup. She's denying all of it. Where are you at with this, D. Jones? What do you believe? Because everybody's reporting it. TMZ, everybody's reporting it. This is what happened. Where you at with this, D. Jones?
Keep your heart, Dak. Keep your heart. Hey, these girls are smart, man. These girls are smart. Sweet Jones, he did what he's supposed to do, baby. Hey, I need you to sign this before we get to this wedding. Steven Jackson waited till the day of the wedding to do this exact thing. So he did it before he even got that far. Very, very smart. Play your part. Play your part.
Jay, where you at with this, bro?
So, page 6, the New York Post is like the worst newspaper probably on planet Earth, right? It's a right-wing rag here in New York City. But the one thing they do well is gossip. Like page 6 be having that mud, bro. You know what I mean? So they had something from her either today or yesterday where she's alleging that it had nothing to do with the prenup, but the fact that she confronted him about cheating. That she was like, oh, you cheating, and so I don't want to marry you. Now let's assume that's true. She got to be the dumbest business person I've ever seen. You a month away and you break it off because of cheating. Not even in the statement, she says he was using alias social media accounts and DMing chicks and having flings throughout their relationship. So here you are at the finish line. You got a prenup, and I'm sure the prenup gave her millions. I'm certain they had millions plus the child support for the 2 kids. And you at the finish line and you say, nope, I can't marry you because you cheating all the time. Man, get your money, man. You've been dealing with it already.
Jay,
why is it different now?
Because she's a liar. That's why.
See, that's what I'm saying. Because the thing that I read, from like some newspaper a couple days ago, she was saying that, they said that she hired an attorney to try to circumvent the prenup, to find, holes in it, because she said that she needed more security.
Man.
So we're talking about more security. You ain't took a tackle, you ain't lifted a weight, and you gonna leave with millions of dollars. What the hell are you talking about? And you're gonna get 18 years of child support. So what security do you need? Which makes me think that people saying that she didn't sign the prenup is getting at her. And she said it had nothing to do with it at all. I don't believe that either, Howie.
Yeah, I don't believe it. But staying with football, we got to talk about this Max Crosby situation, because Max Crosby, the Baltimore Ravens, going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. and then obviously the Baltimore Ravens end up getting Trey Hendrickson and everything else. Max Crosby today, Howie Bell, literally came out and said everything happens for a reason. He wrote on Twigs, believe nothing you hear and half of what you see. I'm a Raider. I'm back. Run that SHIT. That's Max Crosby's latest news, everything else. Howie Bell, do you think the ball was dropped, on the Raiders side? Do you think it was dropped on the Ravens side? Like, it's so much here to talk about. What's your thoughts on this Max Crosby situation, Howie Bell?
This would sound like some old street stuff right here. The Baltimore Ravens, they was kind of gangster. They was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? We want you. Come over here. It's like, and then we got our right. We got our right. Well, nah, we good over here. We can get us our money back and our picks back too. I'm saying, I mean, that was crazy. That's gangster, bro. Like, they did some, and they came out on top. They still winning, the Ravens.
Still winning.
And so, and they got all these picks back. That's correct. So Max Crosby just trying to save face because, the Raider fans was mad. So you got to come back and say something. Yeah, I'm a Raider for life. Yeah, what else he gonna say? You know what I'm saying? You got to say something to that Raider fan base. You got to say something to that dude with all that silver on his face with them spikes on his shoulders. Hey, man, listen, bro. I'm a Raider for life. I bet you are. I bet you are. That whole situation is comical.
D. Jones, I think a lot of people are overlooking the fact that the Ravens were sitting here trying to get Trey Hendrickson and Max Crosby.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody fumbled the ball. Somebody, did something with it. I don't know. It's just so much going on here. How you look at this, D. Jones? How you look at this?
So I think they saying they wanted to get both to make it seem like that's what they really wanted. But I really think Trey Henderson was like, hey, listen, man, please get me out of the Bengals organization.
Get me out of Cincinnati.
And I'll take less money. Get your picks back. Yeah. And they was like, you know what? 2 first-rounders plus you, not bad. Sorry, bro, your knee messed up. Yeah, I just got off crutches yesterday.
Yeah.
We didn't know. So, hey, man, Max Crosby was born to be a Patriot, so let's make that happen.
Yeah, I think honestly, DJ, I think that's where he's going to end up at.
Yeah, I think he's born to be a Patriot.
Yeah, I think before the middle part of the season, I think we're going to see that he's going to end up there. But right now, Jay, talk to me, man. How are you looking at this Max Crosby to the Raiders situation? Who's saving face? Who's losing face? And I'll say this too, Jay. Quiet is kept. The Ravens are stacking. Like, they putting together a team over there, and I don't think the sports shows are paying attention to what the Ravens are doing. But that's my take. Where you at with this, Jay?
First, what do the Ghost say? Boo to that Max Crosby to the Patriots nonsense.
Come
on. Listen, we already know what happened. Everybody already said it. You got a chance to get a dude who has 17 and a half, that's right, 18 sacks in back-to-back seasons. And you can get that guy for less money than the guy you bringing in, plus you get to keep 2 first-round picks.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, to take it back to what Howard was saying, put it like in street terms, that's like you getting ready to go to your re-up. And you got to get that thing at 15 a key.
Mm-hmm.
And you got somebody on the way, your boy hits you, yo, I just met this cat fresh out Columbia. He got some birds. He trying to move him. He trying to move him for 9.5 a key. What? Is it real? And it's real? Come on, bro. Mm-hmm. You done lost. Listen, your whole supply thing to change after that. You know what I'm saying? Because not only did they get the production, they got him for less money.
Right.
I want to say they're paying him $6 million less a season, if I remember correctly, than what Max Crosby would have been getting. Plus, they get to keep the picks.
Mm-hmm.
There was no way Baltimore could not take that deal.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And let's not overlook not only the picks, not only Trey Hendrickson, not only new head coach, but they also getting some great free agents there too. You know what I mean? They're doing a lot over there in Baltimore.
And they got money to pay them.
Yeah, and they got money. Let me see what Howie Bell. You know what I'm gonna do now with this, Howie? I got to go to my boys. Kevin Byard III agreed to sign with the New England Patriots on a 1-year, $9 million deal. The move reunites Byard with head coach Mike Vrabel. And let's not forget either, Byard was one of the best, if not the best, with 7 interceptions in 2025 when he played for the Bears. Now the Patriots got him. The Patriots also added former Green Bay Packers wide receiver Romeo Doubs. How you think looking at the Patriots right now, Howie Bell?
Oh, y'all got big head Dobbs.
Yeah, we got big head
Marvin the Martian.
Hey, big head Dobbs is pretty good.
He is good.
He is good. And y'all got some defense back. That's pretty good. Hey, that's a win for the Patriots for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's a win, man. The Patriots already have a strong team, so those additions are going to be that they definitely are stacking. So I give them kudos for that.
Okay, so D Jones, where you at with this, bro?
So what I'm hearing is it's actually is a good look for Howie and the Lions. We took 2 great players out their division.
That's true. No, that's true.
So it's a good win for them. But
for 2 separate teams.
Our secondary is going to be the best in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So we were pretty good at stopping the run. If we get Max Crosby, it's sky's the limit, and which we will. And they still might get AJ Brown to go with Romeo Doubs, and we right back where we supposed to be. We're gonna whoop the Jags in the playoffs. We're gonna whoop the Lions in the regular season, and we're going back to the Super Bowl. You heard it here first.
All right. Let me see what the Patriots hater got to say about this. What's yours?
Have y'all ever read like a prospectus, when they give it to you, for like potential companies to invest in?
Mm-hmm.
You guys ever seen one of those?
Mm-hmm.
What's the first thing it tells you? It says past results are not indicative of future results.
You remember that when you talk about last year in the NBA. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean
Listen.
I fell out there for a second. I'm sorry.
Listen, y'all was tuna can juice 2 seasons ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, on a hot summer day.
So was the Jags.
Y'all caught a lick last year. You got lucky. You had some injuries here, some inconsistencies there, and you got hot. Now you think y'all the second coming of Belichick and Brady. What you got doesn't have anything to do with next season, because a lot of teams got better, especially in your division.
Yeah.
So I think they probably plugged some holes that they needed to plug or whatever, to kind of keep it on the rise. But Drake he's still a young dude, man. They lost Stephon Diggs, who made a lot of plays for you. I don't know what y'all gonna be next year for sure. So, nah, man. I mean, Josh Allen got DJ. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's in your division. So y'all got to worry about that. Lamar got a whole lot better. So I don't think y'all better than either one of those teams.
Okay. Even though we went to the Super Bowl and we count the same season, but
last year.
Yeah, you see how hypocritical Jay is, y'all?
Last year.
You see how hypocritical he is?
Now, listen, I'm consistent with it. What this year ain't got nothing to do with last year. That was last year. And you got Stone drug in the Super Bowl.
Okay, all right. Steve, holla at me, Steve.
Allegedly.
Listen, you want to point out the Patriots bad 2 years ago, and last year's doesn't equate to this year's. The Jags are going to be in the same boat. So let's see.
Yeah.
I like the Patriots' moves. I think what happened is they realized that they needed to make some slight improvements in some areas, and they did not want to do like the Washington Commanders and keep everything the same and run it back and wind up not in the playoffs. And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So I say that they made some pretty good moves. They still need number 1 wide receiver, obviously, but I think that let me tell you who the key player is out of all those guys they signed. It's the fullback that they stole from Buffalo.
Yeah.
I want to see how good Cooks is with no fullback.
Yeah.
And let's see how much of a difference that guy makes.
I want to see how good we're going to be with their fullback, because
right.
It's going to help a lot of
things.
So
I like the moves.
All right, let me run this. Look, we got 30 seconds a piece. Howie Bell, you're going to go first. The next 30 seconds, we got to talk about this. We got to. Jets traded for Geno Smith. Geno Smith came back to the New York Jets. I'm shocked that Geno Smith even, agreed to the trade. Honestly, I'm shocked it happened. But it happened. You got 30 seconds, Howie Bell. What's your thoughts about Jets trade for Geno Smith?
I like Geno Smith. I'm not a big fan of the Jets right now, but I mean he'll make him exciting.
Okay, that was less than 30 seconds. That was less than 10 seconds. Okay, D Jones, where you at with this?
Geno, Reno, Kaliko. Patriots gonna win the Super Bowl. You hear me? I don't care. I don't care.
Jay, where you at with the Jets making this move?
Man, where else was Geno gonna go? I mean, listen, Geno either signed with the Jets or it's gonna be the Montreal Alouettes or European Bowl. That's what it's gonna be for him. Mm-hmm. So no, I'm not surprised by that.
And Steve, where you at with this?
Listen, the Jets could have signed Papagino for all week here. I mean, he's not going to listen. They need a veteran quarterback that's not going to crap himself and stop, drafting all these young guys and throwing them to the wolves. He's a steady presence. He's not going to be great. He's going to do the same thing he did for the Raiders. They just had to do something to not get the young guys killed. So it's a good move for them.
I will say this: he killed the Patriots last year.
He did
twice. He killed the Patriots 2 years in a row.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
He whipped Detroit's ass.
He was on Seattle. He was on Seattle the year before that, and they cooked the Patriots, and the Patriots should have won that game. And then he cooked the Patriots last year with the Raiders. So
yeah, first game of the season. I thought we was in trouble, boy. Anyway, this name of the show's Box Seats. We're gonna roll up out of here. Before we roll up out of here, Howie Bell, tell everybody out there how they can follow you, bro. What you got going on?
Hey, man, you can follow your brother Howie Bell, Howie Bizzell, HOWIEBIZZELL. And if you're in New York City, I'm going to be there all weekend. Actually, I'm going to be there till Tuesday, Jay, too, man, if y'all want to hang out. And, doing so I'm with Talent Harris. I'm with Kareem Green. I'm doing a lot of different stuff in New York, man. I'm there for a few days, my home away from home.
Yeah. And it's warm now, too, man. It's warming up.
Yeah. That's even better. Let's go.
D. Jones, same thing.
Tonight I'll be singing the Black National Anthem at the Pistons game as we beat Philadelphia 76ers. So come on to Little Caesars Arena and listen to me sing the Black National Anthem.
Lift every voice and sing. Okay.
Lift every voice and sing. D. Jones, y'all better not lose. Y'all better not lose. Better not lose. Jay.
Don't y'all got OKC tonight?
Don't worry about that. Jay.
Yes, sir.
They gonna lose tonight.
Yes, sir.
Possibly. But I don't know. We're gonna see.
Man.
Go ahead, Jay. Talk to me.
Listen, first off, I wish that I could be there to witness D. Jones going on, before O Canada. That's the order, right? It's the Black National Anthem, "Oh Canada," and then Star Spangled Banner. And you can follow me at JD Hayes over at Fan Base. We out here, man.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Steve, talk to me. How we doing?
Follow me at www.singinglessons.com.
Okay, so I guess Steve don't want everybody out there to follow you, but all right.
Follow me and Frank on Boston Straight Shooters on Facebook and YouTube.
So the name of the show is called Box Seats. Unfortunately, I won't be here tomorrow. I got to go down to Bourne, Massachusetts tomorrow. So I won't be here tomorrow. So if Steve, you want to do the show and host tomorrow, by all means, it's all wide open for you. I won't be here tomorrow. I hope you guys have a good weekend and do what you got to do. This is what the name of the show is called, Box Seats. We talk about sports with comedians. Tomorrow's show, I'm sure we're going to finish talking about, since Steve is going to host, we're going to talk about some of these other signings and stuff that's going on in the NFL.
Hey, you talk about the Lions.
We're going to talk about the Lions. Some stuff
Who y'all saying?
We're going to talk about whether
don't worry about that. We'll talk about it.
Lost 0-1 tomorrow with OKC. We're going to talk about the Detroit Pistons if they won or lost tonight.
They got Herbert Moore Jr.
Yeah. We're going to do a lot of talking. Yeah, we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Hey, what you need, yeah? Man, I got it, wow. What you say, hey? We about it,
Hey, guys. All right.